Welcome back to Dead of Winter. We have too many mouths to feed. All right, let's get into the gameplay. The first thing we do is we're going to be revealing a crisis. Oh dear. So shuffled up crisis, and what is befalling the colony? We have a blizzard happening. Oh my god. We need gas equal to the number of non-exiled players. And if we fail this, so we're going to need 2 gas, which I don't know if we have 2 gas. We're going to find out. Fail. Non-exiled survivors cannot move until the end of next round. Lose 1 morale. Oh man. And if we add an additional 2 gas cards, you gain a morale for preventing the crisis. All right, we are looking to put into the contribution area. We need to find 2 gas or have 2 gas. Okay, now we're going to roll our action dice. So we have our first player is this group here with James and Olivia and Sophie. So James is psychiatrist, Olivia is the doctor, and Sophie is the pilot. So we're going to be rolling dice. We're going to roll dice for both teams, but this team will be going first. So we get out the dice tray. We give him a roll. Now, James has, once per round, you may re-roll 1 or more of your unused action dice. You must keep the second result. So if we get some really garbage rolls, he can re-roll 1 or more of them right now. So we get a 5, a 4, and a 3. I think we're going to keep the 5, 4, and 3, and I think he will then go ahead and re-roll. Are we going to keep the 3? Yeah, we'll keep the 3. We'll re-roll the 2 because it really doesn't do much for him. This is his once per round, which is right now. Yeah, once per round. So we're in the first round. All right, he's re-rolled. His ability is finished. Olivia Brown can heal a wound, and Sophie Robinson, the pilot. Once per round, you may look at the top card of a single location deck. Now, I might have done this slightly out of order, but I just want to make sure I don't miss too much stuff. All right, and you get dice equal to the number in your party plus 1. So let's roll for player number 2. They can't re-roll anything, so they get a couple of, ooh, this is not great. A couple of 2s, 5, and a 4. Okay, that might not be horrible. All right. That takes care of that step. And now it's player turns. But let's not forget, we do have the Crossroads deck. So I'm going to give this another little bit of shuffle here. And we are going to take a look at it and see if it applies. Now, it would have to apply to our current player, which is player 1. So we'll take a quick look at this card and see what it has to say for itself. Supply drop. If a survivor the player controls is at the colony, absolutely they are. They're all at the colony. So this card's going to trigger. You stop what you're doing and you trigger it. So let's see if I can actually read this. You lived near the airport when you were a kid. It used to climb up in the roof of the house to watch the planes take off. When one passed overhead, you'd either cheer as the space air whipped over your body, just like right now. Wait, what? You snap awake and fall out of your lawn chair. An immense plane, like something from an old war movie, roars overhead. Before disgorging what looks like a crate, an orange parachute pops open, carrying the crate to safety, but away from the colony. Okay, so we got a couple of choices. We've got option 1, option 2. Option 1 is someone knows we're here. There's no way this is random. We have to get that crate. Choose a survivor you control and roll for exposure on the survivor 3 times. If they aren't killed by the exposure, add 5 food to the supply. The container had Chinese or something stenciled on it. It wasn't our government that made the drop, that's for sure. If Angela Chan is in play, she's not. Okay, she's able to translate the text. Chinese government is still intact, trying to provide. Okay, gain 1 morale. Darn it, we don't have her in play, so we don't gain the morale. Or we can just ignore the drop and nothing happens. Oh my, you know what? Our psychiatrist, we're going to have him try to recover the crate. That would put 5 food in our supply. So we're going to do it. So he has to roll for exposure 3 times. If they aren't killed, they gain 5 food. Oh boy, this might be his undoing. But you know what? It might be 5 food in the supply. We got to take that chance because we have too many mouths to feed. This is the exposure die. He's going to roll it 3 times. Oh my goodness. We have a doctor with us, so let's not forget. So I guess, oh, nothing. Roll number 1. Nothing happens. Oh boy, if he gets a tooth symbol, oh, this could be so bad. Roll number 2. Nothing happens. Come on. Roll number 3. is he takes 1 wound. So bottom line is, wow, that was so good. That was so good. We got so lucky. Where are my wounds? Okay, so bottom line is he went to the airdrop. It mustn't have been too far away. He only takes 1 wound. Oh, I should mention every character can take 3 wounds and then they're dead. And so we are able to add 5 food to the supply. Wow. Okay, that was pretty awesome. So we're going to add 5 food to our colony supply. All right, we're going to add 5 food to the supply. That is absolutely awesome. Because our whole thing is we have too many mouths to feed, but now we got 5 food in there. And currently we need 4 just to feed everyone in the colony, but we have 5. Wow. Okay, that was the Crossroads, just happens immediately. And now it's player actions. And so let's take a look at Team 1 and see what they want to do for their actions. Oh, so much to think about in this game. There's so many things to do. All right, the doctor, well, this is pretty awesome. Once per round, you may remove any type of wound from a survivor that shares a location with Olivia. Olivia may use the ability on herself. She will just heal James when he comes back with all of that food. Whoops, got the wrong thing. So that's pretty awesome. So she uses her ability. And now Sophie's ability, anywhere once per round, you can look at the top card of a single location item deck. After you've looked at the card, place it back on top. So we're going to use her ability right now. She's going to take a look. I think she's going to take a look at the top of the grocery store, see if there's food there. Alright, so she's just going to take a look at the top card of the grocery deck. And because it's a co-op game, I'm just going to leave it face up. So there's rotting flesh at the grocery store. Now it can be used as junk or equip when spreading a bite effect. Ignore this survivor. Oh, okay, so you can use that to ignore a chain reaction from a bite, which kills a character, and then you get a chain reaction. You have to roll a die, and if you get any symbol, you're bitten as well. You die, and it just chain reacts through the whole colony, or what all of the characters are together. All right, that was her ability. Let's see what else we can do for the turn. All right, so with that huge food drop, another thing we really need to think about a little bit is this blizzard coming. So I guess he just got out before the blizzard totally hit, got all that food, brought it back to the camp, to the colony. So, I mean, we could add food. We've got junk, medicine. Medicine also heals any type of wound. So he's got 1 can of gas. So he's going to put this in the waste pile. Or no, he's not. He's going to use it to contribute to the crisis. So that goes in the crisis pile. Now we need 2 of them, 1 per player character. And I think we'll hang on to everything else. I don't think they'll play any more cards. Now we've got 4 dice we can use. And lots of things we can do. So they've contributed 1 gasoline. So we better hope that player 2 has got a gasoline. Which I do believe they do. So we should be able to avert the crisis this turn. And we're going to not starve this turn because of that airdrop. How awesome was that? Okay, so we have 2 3s, a 4, and a 5. Now, every character can move once for free. So I think we are going to have... We're going to have Olivia move to the... Oh no, Olivia's going to stay where she is at the colony. We're going to have Sophie move to the... She want to go to the grocery store? Where else has a lot of food? The school. We're going to move Sophie to the school. She's already did her ability. She has a search of 1, so she can use any die for searching. So she's going to move to the school. Now when you move, unless you got a special ability or something, or use gasoline... you must roll for exposure, so you got to roll the horrible die. So we're going to move Sophia over to the school. And this, of course, could end badly. So she goes over to the school. Now, there's no zombies there yet. And we have 4 dice. And that doesn't use a die movement. You get 1 free move every turn, but you can only move 1 time. She is going to take a number 3 die. Oh, we got to roll for exposure. What am I doing? She has to roll this first, and let's hope she does not get wounded or have a bite symbol, because it's treacherous out here in the dead of winter, especially with a blizzard happening. So, come on. Oh, frostbite. No! Frostbite is bad because at the beginning of your turn, it counts as one wound, but at the beginning of your next turn, you just take another wound because you're frostbitten. You take a regular wound, so that's not good, but it didn't wipe her out. Next time she could move back to the colony and have Olivia Brown heal her, so there's that. And so she will take the first die for her, the 3. She has a search value of 1, so she can search on any die value. She's going to go ahead and see what she finds. And she finds some junk. Okay, well, there we go. She finds junk at the school. Now it doesn't, you don't roll for exposure or anything. She's just in the school right now searching, and yes, so she'll use the other 3 to search again. Let's see what else she can find at the school. She's looking for food. She finds a megaphone. Move 4 zombies from one location to the location the survivor's at. Optional, when placing this in the waste pile, shout what it is in the megaphone. Alright, ooh, we should have done some attacking. Well, maybe not. We've got 2 dice left. We have a 4 and a 5. I gotta think what else we want to do. I mean, she could search a couple more times. We could move another character. We could start attacking some of the zombies. Let's figure it out. Alright, and I should mention, you can, as no action, you can play any cards you want. Now, let's have a look at their hand, because player 1 actually has medicine, and let's take a look at the medicine card. So we're going to play it to the waste pile. Remove any type of wound token from a survivor you control, or remove any type of wound token from a survivor that shares a location with a survivor you control. So we're using the medicine. That's going to go into the waste pile. That's the first card there. We're going to remove the frostbite from our character. We do not want them to perish because they have this 1 die ability to heal, which is so good. Now we could search a couple more times, or we could go over to the, I think we're going to go over to the colony and use these dice to maybe build some barricades or possibly attack some of the zombies. Now remember, every time we attack a zombie, unfortunately, we need to roll that rotten die and hope we don't get something terrible. So let's go over to the colony. And this might be a waste of a 4 and a 5. But I think we are just going to build 2 barricades. So the barricades, you can put them where you want, in an empty space, obviously. So we'll put 1 at location 1, 1 at location 2. So what's going to happen is, because now all the locations we got are all full, there's only 3 spaces, 1 of them is a barricade. When we go to add zombies during the add zombies phase, you're gonna start on 1, then you go to 2, 3, 4, you go all the way around the horn. But every time you run into a barricade and it's full, the barricade will bounce 1 zombie. So we're not going to put 1 there, we'll take the barricade off. So that's how that's going to work. That is all of the player 1 taking all of their actions. And now I'm going to see if I got enough time to get over to player 2. But sadly, I don't have a lot of time today, and so I will leave it off there. So player 1 has done everything they can do. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to have player 2's turn, and then we'll do the colony phase. Remember, we need 1 more gas to avert the blizzard problem. And unfortunately, I had a quick look at the cards for player 2. They have 0 medicine, which isn't great. So we might want to send 1 or 2 survivors. I want to send, I think, Carla to the police station. She's good at searching at the police station. And we probably want to send Brian Lee off to the hospital to try and find some meds, so if we get into any kind of trouble, we can at least heal ourselves. So that's going to be it. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Dead of Winter. We're doing a fully co-op 2-player game. We got too many mouths to feed. We got so lucky on that first player's turn with all of the food showing up. That was really good. I mean, we had to roll this thing 3 times. Got so lucky. Like I said, you roll that tooth symbol, you're dead. Just like that. 1 in 12 chance of dying for when you do an exposure. I guess you get bit by a rabid zombie along the way, journeying, and that's just the way it is. So thanks so much, and yeah, we'll pick it up tomorrow. Dead of Winter. Too many mouths to feed.